Hello, welcome to Maths Medicine with Francis. Today we are going to be meeting a very big topic in mathematics. This should be our season 14, okay? We'll be meeting a topic known as indices. Imagine when you may have arrived on a particular spot and you're being asked to solve the indices brackets 81 over 16 raised to power of minus 3 over 4. Most people are probably going to think that this is normal indices, that it's what you can actually just put one, two things together. You finally end up failing that. You remember that, okay, let me actually make a very important clarification here. We need to understand that this minus belongs to these two numbers. It doesn't belong to only one of them, which is 3. Okay, it belongs to the both of them. So what this simply means is, whenever you meet something just like this in mathematics, the first thing that should come to your mind or that should cross your mind will be, what do I do to remove this particular sign that is here? The sign is a problem for the people that really understand what this topic is all about. So I will take my time to further explain this so that people can actually understand how this works, or how the operational measures of this, can be taken care of. Okay, for me to remove this minus sign that is here, that belongs to, this is raised to power of 3 over 4, right? So for me to remove this, what I'm going to do is this. I will say, remember that the first step, which I can actually say step 1, removal of the sign. What sign is that? The negative sign. Okay, so in doing that, I will say 1 divided by 81 over 16, bracket in parentheses, I can actually use parentheses, minus 3 over 4. Okay, now whenever you have something just like this, this is equivalent to saying 1 over 1 divided by 81 over 16. I hope this is very clear. Notwithstanding, we remember that this still have this, right? So now, our junior or our primary mathematics ought to have taught us that when we have something like this, that is equivalent also to 1 over 1 multiplied by, this time around, you are going to turn this, the denominator and the numerator, you will turn it upside down, which would be 16 over 81. I hope this is clear. Remember that the signs are still there. The signs won't be changed. The signs will remain there authentically. Okay, so the sign still being there doesn't have anything to do with what you're doing here. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So what I will do next is this. It's very simple. I'll come down here to say, because I'm having these two numbers now, remember that 1 multiplying number is going to be that number, meaning that what we've landed ourselves to is going to be, okay, at this point we need to, we need to really understand that the essence of using this one is to remove this sign that is here, right? So here now is going to be 3 over 4. Remember that. That's an omission. Okay, but I've just corrected that already. So now that I've done this, the next thing is going to be, the essence of using this one to multiply is to remove the minus sign which is here. And when we've done that, you remember that 1 multiplying any number is going to be that number, right? So it means that what we're having now is 16 over 81 bracket 3 over 4. Okay, now whenever you are meeting something like this in indices, what this means is you are going to find the first square root of 16 over 81. Now these two numbers will be raised to the power of 3. I hope this is very clear. So what number can I bring into 4 times to give me 16? And what number again can I bring into 4 times to give me 81? For the first one, now this is how to do that. For the first one, what number do I bring into 4 times? Into 4 times to give me 16, right? Now, if I use 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is what? 16. That's very correct, right? Then on the second part of it, which is 81, what number do I bring into 4 times again to be equal to 81? Now let's use 3. 3 multiplied 3 is 9, right? 3 times 9 times 3 will give us 27, right? 27 times 3 is going to give us what? 81. I hope this is very clear. That's what it means. You know, in most cases, when people see where this is done, they won't understand how they have done the magic or what they've done to actualize what they've got. Okay, but that is why I'm here today. Remember what mathematics is actually meant for. It's actually all about building the community that will be very, very conversant with math terms. You know, the technologies involved in mathematics, and it becomes very easy to every single part of us or every member of this community. Okay, now in moving further, we need to basically understand that the essence of doing this is once you've gotten that number that when it's being splitted into 4 places it will give us what we're looking for, which for 16 is going to be 2, right? So this is 1, this is 1. Therefore, what this means is that in our bracket, plus or minus over plus or minus 3, that's 2 and 3, okay, all over raised to the power of 3. Remember what this is all about. We've actualized our dreams of getting 4 square root of 16 and 81, right? Which is these two numbers, 2 and 3, right? Then, which is going to be equivalent, is going to be equivalent to 2 raised to power of 3 and 3 raised to power of 3. Do you understand what this means? We had 3 over here, okay? So now this is 2. So what this means is 2 raised to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2, which means 8 all over 3 times 3 times 3, which is what? 27. Okay, but remember that these two numbers is again plus or minus 8 over 27. Now, you remember how we actually sort ourselves out in each of the lessons? We always give ourselves a kind of a classwork, a kind of little thing to just solve ourselves to know if we can actually solve problems just like this when it comes to us. So I'll be giving us just a simple question to know what we can actually do with that and know what we can actually produce with what I've given us. Okay, you remember that I'm still your host and a very very curious person to see people coming up with beautiful answers in a twinkle of an eye. So now, assuming that I've given us this particular classwork, assuming that I've given us a classwork, let's say let me say a classwork of let me give us something simpler to know what we can actually do with that. Say x raised to the power of minus 2 over 3 equal to 9. Now just solve this one question for me and you give me your answer in the comment section. Okay, I'll be expecting you for more, and thanks for being part of our lesson. This is actually the 14th season.